Alright, I don't think that Celia person's here. I would be very surprised if she's somehow up here. Also, if she's here, why does the game think I've killed her? I don't even remember coming up here. Genuinely. Because look, everything's not looted. What is this? Oh, it's nighttime. The world's bugging. Yeah, let me know, Smith. I'm absolutely fine with... Scorching Blaze. Okay, so another fire spell. We need 12 spirituality. Okay. Shoot a large burning projectile. Homing bow. So we've got a wall of fire and a... Oh, bro, okay. Wow, this area is insane. And I nearly missed it all. I feel like I could just sense filthy assassin gear. My mouse is gone. Right, it's gone again. Yeah, this is a new bug. I do not like this. Okay. Rogue's Step. You see it on stream? That's so weird. Okay, insane finds. I guess I couldn't loot this properly because we killed Galahad and, yeah, we were kind of all over the place. This is actually a really good spot because there's a cooking pot here. And a alchemy spot right next to each other, which is rare. Okay. Okay, we'll keep that like that and we'll go here for now. Yeah, they said they did something regarding the music. You can tell. Much more frequent. They still didn't do this. Okay. Let's go and see the lads. Oh shit. What the hell was that?
Ah, you're back. So, what news do you bring? Did you talk to Fergus?
Yeah. He seems pretty shaken.
Just as I expected. I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. Probably the last truly loyal keeper. But he had to know the truth. I knew his honor wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the Orns. Nicely done.
Let's go. Are we getting it?
Brothers, today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horn to the South. Today, we put an end to fear and poverty. I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take our resources, send us to senseless slaughter, and keep us in the dark.
This is the smart decision. It really is.
Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot.
Boo.
You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough. We will no longer honor an oath made to dishonorable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited any longer.
This is actually really interesting where it's gone. I'm happy we reloaded.
Look, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the Pure, the same Galahad who threatened to burn half our garrison at the stake, is dead.
It was me.
Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies. No more risking everything for those who only know how to take. You're probably wondering, how can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. I know the lockdown of the fortress surprised you, and for that, I truly apologize, but it was necessary to keep you from attacking our new allies. The Del Rita tribe.
Is he finally gonna talk?
By One Eye.
It's the weirdest thing about this game. Okay, finally.
I know, my brothers, I know. This must be a shock, especially since I didn't share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Horns of the South and the Dalriada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South. And
wait, I'm actually so happy with this.
From Camelot.
We're homies.
The tribes will provide us with the military support our depleted ranks desperately need.
Nice.
The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future for all Southerners.
We will not drain your resources. In fact, we'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace.
This is such an old school RPG cutscene. I love it, man.
In return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dalriada fight in the Camelotian, stand with our brother. That's all.
Of course, if anyone isn't in favor of this alliance, you have the right to leave the service. I declare a new era for the Horns of the South. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths. To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest.
This game's such a breath of fresh air.
The horns of the south
It just
will
proves
endure,
that you can...
and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.
You can make a great game with a game that looks like it's not next gen. Do you know what I mean? We don't care about that shit, man. We don't care. Keep your Unreal Engine 5. I don't know if this was made in Unreal Engine 5, but you know what I mean, right? That gave me... That honestly... Dragon's Dogma is a great shout. That honestly reminded me of The Witcher as well. That really did. That reminded me of The Witcher. I don't think you guys understand how long I could play RPGs with graphics like this. Bro, we're gonna go back and play old school RPGs with worse graphics happily. Yeah. This new next gen... Oh man. It's just made games a lot less frequent, so it's so annoying. You guys know my feelings on it. It pisses me off. Anyway. That was amazing. Protect the South, you're from Yorkshire. I simply love how much any vaguely medieval European setting equals northern accents. Speaking of accents, I looked up a video on a game that we're thinking of playing next. Dragon Quest 8. And apparently everyone in that game just looks like characters out of Dragon Ball, but with the most British accents ever. Cockney, Geordie, everything apparently is in it. I'm so down. There's elements of Witcher 4 where I'll appreciate the better graphics, I think, but overall, yeah, I don't. Of course, listen. If this game had 10 times the better graphics, I would love it. I get it. But bro, basically what I'm saying, and this is my mindset, The Witcher 3 came out in 2015. The Witcher 4 is coming out in 2026. My mindset is this. On PS2 era, Persona 3 came out on the PS2, and so did Persona 4. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. It's annoying that we just have to the devs keep worrying about the next gen, and that's why games take 10 years, 11 years to come out with sequels. That's my problem with these elite graphic people. You know what I mean? It slows down. It slows down game releases so much. Look at GTA, man. Look at the gap between GTA 3, 4, 5, Vice City, and now look at the gap between GTA 5 and GTA 6. Witcher 2 graphics were good enough for me, to be honest, 14 years ago in a graphic. Exactly. I really need to play Witcher 2. I've heard it looks great. You should try Fallout 2. That's one of the best RPGs. It's 100% on the list. A Fallout CRPG, or whatever you call it, is 100% on the list. We're going to do like a whole time of going retro, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. Expedition 33 is really high up on my list as well, guys. I'm seeing it all over my timeline. Apparently it's a special game. But I want to go retro for a bit. We've played a lot of new games this year. Well, we actually had a good mix. We played Avowed, which was new. This, which is new. Devil May Cry, which is old. Bioshock. Fable. You know what? We have had a nice mix. We have had a nice mix. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Pull out? We never pull out. Okay, let's see something here. They're called classics for a reason. Yep, we need to play some classics. I think the next classic we're going to play is between Final Fantasy VII or Dragon Quest 8. Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. It's such a hard choice. Maybe Dragon Age Origins. I don't know. It matters if we go JRPG or RPG. Oh. I'm at FF7 Andy, so you know my vote. I respect it. Have you ever played Dragon Quest XI? Unbelievable game. It's one of my top JRPGs ever. I've done everything you asked of me. My turn.
An honest matter. What do you need?
I've never played a DQ game. Bro, I think Dragon Quest XI has a demo. I haven't played Chrono Trigger. It's on the list. It's on the list. It's on the list. I need to... Okay, when we're talking old school, I need to broaden my horizon in them. I've never played any of those kind of games. Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, super old school style. Not played any of them. Oh my god, Legend of Dragoon's on the list. I've got so many, man. Wild Arms. Rogue Galaxy is a game I really want to play. I've tried Rogue Galaxy. I really want to give it another try. I really do think that the rest of the year, gaming-wise, for me, is going to be old school games. After Tainted Grail, we're going to go old school. Some old school and some super old school. The God of War franchise. Oh, man. I hope you guys are here for it. Alright, I'm here for Excalibur.
Ah, right. See, the problem with Excalibur, or indeed any of King Arthur's blades, is that you need to prove you're worthy of wielding it. How are you supposed to do that? Hell knows. But if the pin that secured your entry to the horns has led you here, I think I know what the one who gave it to you might have been thinking.
1,000 games on Steam? You own 1,000? Of course I played Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Loved it. Not so much the DLC. Loved the base game a lot more. What do you mean?
You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you can probably guess, is nearby. Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village?
Yeah.
Well, many years ago, when people still went to the woods for a shit instead of using a privy, it
Those
was
were the
part
days.
of a certain ritual. Only the people who passed the ritual could become keepers.
And what does the ritual involve? There's something you're not telling me.
None of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual. That's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them.
Oh, Suikoden's on the
Just
list
say
as
it
well.
that way. I only know that you need to sound the
Suikoden.
gong and then lie
And
down to
Xenosaga.
sleep at its base. If you wake up, I mean, when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know you've been deemed worthy. Unfortunately, the gong is broken. So first, you'll need to find a way to fix it. And since it's made of weird steel, that's not going to be easy, is it? Fortunately,
See?
Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me he likes to play with weird steel when nobody's looking.
This is...
Just tell him I sent you, and he won't give you any trouble.
The problem with the other route we took was I didn't find anything that led me to this. Alright, so we just definitely went... We just must have made an insanely rare decision, I guess, and it kind of just messed up the game. What's the difference between Xenogears and Xenosaga? That's insane, Smith. Okay. All of those recruits were worthy. Why did none of them... Well, they all probably tried. If I wake up...
Well, I'm not going to lie. From what I've heard, many people never woke up.
Woke!
They fell into eternal slumber, so... Well, that's why we abandoned the tradition. And those who woke up were... changed. And none of them ever wanted to say exactly what happened there.
What if it doesn't work?
Then you'll have to find someone smarter than me.
This guy's VA is so good. Oh, man. Oh, Xenogears was the original. Okay. I would probably just play Xenosaga. Isn't it better? If all of those recruits were worthy, why did none of them try wielding Excalibur?
Of course, they
Also,
tried.
Legend of Dragoon,
Turns
talk to
out
me.
The keepers who passed the ritual
I've
could
heard
hold
great
it
things.
longer than anyone else. Maybe it'll be enough for what you need, and maybe something entirely different will happen. It's your risk and your decision.
Alright, your microphone got better there.
Go, and may the southern wind be in your favour.
Love that, man. Love that. So much just happened. Oh, shit. Aura, look at that. Xenoblade Chronicles? Who's gonna tell him? It's on the channel. It's on the channel. Yeah, my problem with Xenoblade was one, the world felt empty. When I'm running from A to B, there's nothing fun in between. And the other problem was the combat just felt like an MMO. It was so weird. Which is a shame, because it's got one of my favourite pieces of music I've ever heard in a JRPG. And it's when you get to Satul Marsh. But I only played Xenoblade 1, so... But yeah, I've heard... The reason I want to play Legend of Dragoon is because I want to play that before Expeditions 33. Because I've heard Expeditions 33 takes a ton of... what's the word? Inspiration from my old school games, and Legend of Dragoon's mentioned a lot. And stuff like that. My mouse is gone. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you can. You're right. Oh, I have to look at my OBS. I have to look at my OBS to use it. What the hell? Oh, what do you think of the deal with the Dowriata?
Riordan's back, and with the Dalrita, no less. Bold move.
Bold move?
Let's hope he knows what he's doing, or the keep's going to be in for one hell of a mess.
There's an ancient dong in the sunken village. Can you fix it?
Why would you want to fix it?
I know, it's
Do you
already
even know what
perfect.
it is?
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, they must have had a good reason for it.
I need to repair it to become a keeper. Unless you've got any goalkeeping gloves.
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe.
Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a hammer. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing fancy, just good old blacksmithing. Obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple things so that I can actually do it.
Xenoblade X. The OST's done by Sawanu. There's no shot. Bro, you guys are cooking right now. The JRPG that E33 reminded me the most was FFX. He's only saying that because he knows that's my favourite JRPG of all time. That's why you're saying that. Nice try, bud. Not getting me to play it. Nice try. And it's some of Sawano's best work. Xenoblade X, is that the first one? All the Xenosaturn games. Oh, bro, I could talk about this all day. I have what you wanted in order to fix the dong. Here's some cobwebs. Yeah, there's some cobwebs down there. It's been a while. Oh, we're back.
How did you, oh, forget it. I don't need
Taser!
to- Just give me a
Awful
moment.
timing. Just a cheeky dong joke.
That should do it. Do whatever you need to if you're really sure about this. But please try to come back alive.
It's the X one. What, the 10th one? It's the one with mechs and an massive open world? I have no idea what the hell that is.
I have nothing to tell.
Okay, well, our mouse is bugging. One sec. Okay, we're back. There's our dong. Oh, I can wear this. Xenoblade Chronicles has 4 games. 1, X, 2, and 3. Oh, man. It's such a cool idea, Xenoblade, man, because I was liking 1, and then the combat just felt like an MMO. So I was like, why wouldn't I just play an MMO? And getting from A to B was a bit boring. There wasn't really any fighting in between or anything like that. It could have just been the wrong time, do you know what I mean? Could have just been the wrong time, wrong place. I for sure will try it again. You know what game has made me realize you need to give games another try? Nier Automata. AKA Nier Automata. That's one of my favorite JRPGs ever. And the first time I played it, some of you may have even been here. We live streamed it for like 15-ish hours and ended up putting it down. And then I randomly let's played it last year and absolutely loved it.
Please, state your business.
Crazy, right? Oh, what do you think about the deal with the Del Reata?
Dragging nose Del Rita dogs back here? Oh, I'm not sticking around to see how that ends.
Oh,
Let
here
someone
we
else get
go.
their throats
I'm not
slit.
finishing it 4 times. Guys, I've beaten it. I hit the credits, I've beaten it. None of this, you need to beat it. Oh no, the near comments. Ah! Ah! I got the same comment about Fable as well. I'll be honest, I'm a credits Andy. Anyone else? Once you hit the credits, that's me done. Can't explain it. I can't explain it. It just feels right.
Oh, I see you. I see that Silent Cilia has finally been shut up for good. She earned that moniker because she liked to silence travelers by slitting their throats. Well, I hope she met the same fate. I wonder what it sounds like when a blade pierces the trachea. Anyway, the reward is yours.
This guy's nuts. Level 20!
Go chop off some heads.
I will.
Do you keep back? Go.
Oh, this game, man. Okay. That's where we need to go for our main story, which we will do. Let's go over to what's his name and give him a ton of tags. I also want to talk to Fungus. See how he's doing. I'm so happy that we changed.
And mind your step.
I'm so happy that we made the
I
change.
just heard that some old man named Morris showed up at the keep, dragging the head of Bold Kate, just so he could be with his wife.
Oh,
and
about
the
that.
girls. Can you imagine? I still can't tell whether it's bravery or he's just out of his mind. Probably a bit of both.
Yeah, probably. I have another tag. Cool. When you start again. Yeah, I don't understand why that would be fun, starting the game again right after beating it, even if I was 9S. That just sounds like a drag to me. I'll be honest. That's why you didn't start Final Fantasy. Now, Heaven's Ward, come on, A Realm Reborn was its own game. Holy shit. I do need to get back to Heaven's Ward. I don't know when we will, but we will. We could do like MMO Mondays or something. Okay, that's good to know, Kelso. Hey, maybe we'll go back to Nier Automata one day. Maybe we'll. But this summer, we're going old school. I'm really thinking Knights of the Old Republic or Dragon Age Origin and Final Fantasy VII or Dragon Quest VIII. What do we think of those choices? Not bad. Not bad at all. And then obviously sneak in some short games in between. God of War 1's only 10 hours. Journey? Oh man, I don't know about them kind of games, man. Journey and Little Nightmares and stuff. I don't know why I brought up Little Nightmares. You know what I mean, though, like narrative adventures. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say I've ever played them. So I can't say I won't like them, but... Oh, here we go. Okay. It's gong time. Here we go. And he was never heard from again. Bro, this game, man. This frickin' game. I forgot to level up. Please? No! I forgot to level up twice. We have 2 levels. Limbo? Wow. Sorry. We're back. No. That's chat's fault. And Ernie's. Here's why. I try and put on a show and walk and like keep it nice and tidy. So I don't like jump. Do you know what I mean? So I was trying to, you know, cinematic. You know what I mean? Never mind. Never mind. Bro. Who dares disturb my slumber?
You made an oath never to summon me again.
Forgive me, my lord. I want to be deemed worthy to touch the Excalibur.
Excalibur? Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
Who is this? Do I know you?
It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him.
Welcome, old friend.
I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me.
That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now.
Wow, so Arthur set this up.
Led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form.
That's that's not very nice. I'm
Where
complete.
should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how.
Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur.
And I said, hey.
Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend.
Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength.
Your path is true. Seek wholeness.
Okay, get all your souls.
Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur.
Thank you, my friend.
And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the king's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South.
Nice.
Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself. And when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
Insane writing, man. Loved that. I reckon King Arthur would have been a West Ham fan. Oh, that's disgusting. No, he would have been a Chelsea fan. Well, that was amazing. Oh, Ernie, you were the King of the Sea? That makes sense. I really hope Ernie doesn't kill us. Okay, let's hit one of these. I think it would be smart to talk to him as well. Oh, we have to...
There were... we were losing.
Okay, this is what he said. What was Galahad like in your day?
Much the same. I watched him. That is...
Okay, I remember that. Did you know about the mission of the Andraste?
How could I? It took place after my death, yet I believe they did what had to be done.
Okay,
and
did
so,
that.
That one, I remember.
And that was the weird beast. Okay. You and the Lord of the Seas, you seemed close.
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces. And I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur.
And
This
your
must
plan.
count for something.
Yeah. Was this gong already here in your time?
Perhaps. I cannot say.
Okay.
It seems familiar. I do not feel my something lingers beyond this gate. Something ancient. That much I know. We'll find.
Did anyone here or watching play the King Arthur CRPG that came out like a year or two ago? I've had that on my wish list for ages. I never pulled the trigger. Okay, what were we doing? Let's just... Spirituality. Bang, bang. Because now we've got some spells we want to hit. And then... I believe I was going to start working on one-handers. The more I think about it. I think I'm kind of happy with the crit buffs. We could buff our crit damage. We could buff statuses. Is a debuff the same as, you know, when they're burning? An affliction. It says poisons, so that sounds to me like a yes. Wands grant 10% mana shield when equipped. I actually think I'm going to do that. Killing an enemy increases effects of wands by 10% for 10 seconds. Okay, let's do that. And then that. Cool. Yeah, let's focus on the wand tree. Right? Actually, one sec. After you cast a spell, your next spell with a lower base mana cost has a 25% increased chance of... Why did I stop? Oh, my mouse is gone. Okay, brilliant. Why did I stop this tree? Never mind, let's do that. Let's get excess damage from a killing blow dealt to nearby enemies. A critical hit with a spell marks an enemy and causes them to take 10% more damage for 10 seconds. Ooh. Spells have a 20% higher chance to stun enemies when dealing damage. What's good, Krem? Let's do overkill and... tiresome weave. Cool. Yeah, let's get at least one in everything in this. Okay, well that was amazing. Let's cook. Okay, nothing to cook. Okay, we're done. See you later, Arthur, mate. Oh, Krem, thank you so much, bro. Lily, I'm probably older than you, mate. So yes, it is past my bedtime. Alright, boys. I think it's Excalibur time. I think it's time. Thank you again, Krem. Thank you, thank you. Very kind of you. Here we go. Krem, we're going to have a ton of gaming coming up. We've been talking about some old school games. Anyone you recommend except for Dying Light? I'm thinking Final Fantasy VII. Here we go. Okay, so it does kill me. One sec, maybe I'm meant to do something. Or maybe it does less. Let me see something. can't... One HP. Oh shit, we're back here. Just look at this game, man. Excalibur is mine. Was the lady always there? If no one's seen this, look, this is like, I'm pretty sure this is King Arthur's body. His natural body down there. All messed up.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
Bind the soul to the stone.
I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
We did it. What the... Blood bubble!
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
Merlin looks so badass.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for this.
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time. And resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
Okay, then cut out the rest. You have gathered a new fragment of Arthur's soul, unlocking its hidden potential. Open a menu to explore the King's Soul skill tree, or visit a bonfire to develop new abilities. When using King's Soul, time slows down around you. Killing enemies restores a portion of King's Soul. Oh, okay, good. So that's what we've got. Cool. When using King's Soul, you deflect all incoming projectiles. I barely ever use it. I completely forget I've got it. If King's Soul is fully charged automatically, Use it when you would receive lethal damage. I like that. Dealing damage has a small chance to create a weird essence, which can be collected to regenerate a portion of King's soul. Okay. Finishers restore 400% more King's soul. When using King's soul, your damage increases by 50% for each enemy killed. When using King's soul, you receive 50% less damage. Oh, it's definitely between one of those two. We probably just go less damage when using it. Yeah. When using King's Soul, you receive 50% less damage. Because I use it for boss fights. Mostly. So this would be useless. Your damage increases for each enemy killed. Cool. I think this means we're halfway through. Alright. Let's do it. What do you remember about Merlin?
Merlin saw Avalon for what it was long before the rest of us. He told me that Tintagel wouldn't hold. Not forever. That the weirdness would gnaw at our walls, at our minds, at our very bones, until nothing human remained. But he still fought to map a way forward, to carve some sense into this land. And in the end, the land swallowed him whole anyway.
How did he die?
We were losing the battle at Tuathan's mouth. Our last push before the weirdness took the field. Merlin was with us, bleeding.
Yeah, so he was good, but
still weaving his spells. Then it came. Not a beast. Not a man. Not something we ever had words for. A shadow, wearing 1,000 torn banners.
Stannis Baratheon?
Moving like it had no shape of its own. Merlin raised his staff, spoke a name I didn't recognize.
Oh.
And then he was gone. Not killed. Not struck down.
Obi-Wan.
Gone. Like the land itself had
This
taken
game's
him
so
back.
sick, bro. Alright. Alright. Merlin was famous for making...
Now, I remember.
So you knew all about it.
Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do.
No, you got a point.
It wasn't back then. And you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war. And wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the
So the
tide
guys in the
our
orange.
favor.
You really think that experimenting on your men was justified?
Justified? No. Justification is for those who have the luxury of doubt.
Ooh!
And I had a kingdom to save.
And
They
you're
were
right,
brave
so
men
sick in
who
this game.
volunteered their lives, just as they did every time we rode onto the battlefield. The difference was that
Thinks he's Piccolo
if Merlin
with his one-liners.
succeeded, One man's sacrifice could have saved us all. Could have ended the war before more blood was spilled.
Yeah, it's the classic.
If sacrificing a few meant the survival of all, then there was no choice at all. Maybe they never saw justice.
Yes, this.
Maybe their real stories were erased from history. Call it cruelty. Call it madness. But if I'd done nothing, there would be no Avalon left to argue over. But the kingdom still stands. The people live. And that has to mean something.
You agreed to own all this.
I did. But this wasn't about pride. It wasn't about saving face. It was about survival. The truth about all this would have broken my people. I couldn't allow that. And a king doesn't get to flinch. If that meant carrying the weight alone, so be it. I would make that choice again if I had to.
Okay. So what did he come up with to win the war? Let me guess. You don't remember.
I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers.
Oh.
The enemy.
Oh.
If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them. Wasn't that their own doing?
I'm glad he remembered.
Wasn't that fair? So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something.
Four Dwellers are the giant monsters, by the way.
I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did.
Nani?
He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older.
Merlin?
A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped. The banners were raised. And the kingdom stood safe.
Does victory erase the price you paid for it? Of course it doesn't.
That's the question, isn't it? I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to pay the ultimate price for what we were fighting for. And I thought he did. I grieved him. Told myself his sacrifice had meaning, that he had given his life for Avalon. And now, after all these years, finding him like this, I told myself I carried the weight of my choices. But seeing him, I wonder if I ever truly did.
Wow. Oh, good. So good. Alright, so Merlin touched Arthur. I had a feeling that was the case. Poor guy.
You've got that look again. Like you've seen something you wish you hadn't. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time?
There's something about the weirdness. Nothing for you to worry about.
The weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they
you know a lot.
tear the world apart to win.
Look at the size of this bastard's bow. You know more than you're letting on. Can you start making sense?
I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea. Immortality. Me and Seawall, the king's loyal pawns.
Pawn.
Used and discarded when they found a better way. When they decided to go even deeper into their madness. and turn our king into a monster.
Did Arthur know what was happening?
Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation doesn't leave room for conscience. Every scream, every scar, even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it.
That's a very interesting point. You didn't end like Seawall.
Seawall was Merlin's first attempt.
Seaman. Oh.
I was the last. We could say I was lucky. But to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think?
You're talking to a guy with an awful sense of humor, bro. Why don't you fight back? Stupid question.
Fight back? Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board.
That's what you're doing now.
You endure. You wait. And when the time comes, you either break, or you're left to clean up their mess. That's what I do. What I've always done.
What do you mean, clean up their mess? Sorry.
The monsters, the weirdness, the chaos.
Chaos!
All of it leads back to them. We're left in the ruins of their grand plans, trying to uphold their ideals, fighting for what never was. It's time to bury all these fairy tales in a
May chaos take the realm!
And that's what I do.
So, I spoke with Arthur. He said he had to do it or humanity would be lost.
Of course he'd say that. There's always a scapegoat and a convenient excuse for men like him.
Yeah, he's good at those.
But it doesn't absolve him. Not when he was the one who unleashed this madness on all of us. He wanted victory, no matter the cost. And when you want something that badly, you stop looking too closely at what's being done in your name. And, after all, who said we were supposed to win this war? Who said we were supposed to survive?
Okay, now you lost me. I assume you still want something from me. My mouse is gone.
You've seen what they did. What he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you, or step over you.
Oh, bro, you're dying. I'm gonna murder you. Ain't no one stepping over me. Who do you think you are, Allen Iverson?
And you stand by his side. There won't be room for both of you.
Oh my god, I hate both these options. If you think I'll let you decide Arthur's fate, you're wrong. I think from what we've seen today and not wanting to just mess everything up. Because I'm worried now, right, that I've chosen the wrong route to go down the Arthur route, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Like, I killed one of his most loyal companions, and I've united the tribes. It doesn't really make sense to then just bring back Arthur. And last stream I went with my heart, and that messed me up. And Caradoc, again I said it last stream as well, he did save me You've gala had a bad day. I think I have decided that Arthur is bad news. And I said, hey, what a wonderful time of day. Does anyone know that reference? Anyone? Did anyone grow up on a show called Arthur? The stupid teddy bear kid. Anyway. The Arthur meme, or it's just a fist. Anyway, if I'm going to fix this, I need to know where to start. Yes, I did. Okay, thank you.
Start. You've already started. But if you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The Menhir there is failing. The weirdness swallowing what's left of the village.
Swallowing mess.
We'll need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Palamedes. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming.
We heard of Palamedes. He's the Greek name.
Well, we will meet again. We'll see if your perspective changes.
Maybe help out, Birdie Doc, whatever the hell your name is. Amazing stuff. So we didn't even take it. Wow. Absolute cinema. By the way, there were like question marks walking around on my comp. You know what? No, main story. Main story. Ow.
Eyes forward and mind your step.
All right. Head to Kunacht. Where the hell's Kunacht? Oh, new realms. A whole new world. We've done about as much as this map. I feel like this is the play right here, and we go up. Let's do it. Let's do it. What do you mean a whole new world? Well, can't you see the bloody... Not a whole new world, but... Yes, a whole new world. Let me in... You know, just new area, you know? Look. We never went up here. You took it too figuratively. I don't think there is going to be a second area. I actually don't want there to be. There might be, but I don't want there to be. I want them to keep doing the this is the map, but like there are worlds inside of like, you know, people's minds, or when you go into a dungeon and there's different worlds in there. For God's sakes, we just went in a giant sea monster's mouth and there was a world in there. So good. Didn't think I'd say that sentence.